What is about to come next will blow your mind, because I believe the next massive move on Bitcoin is still yet to come. And on today's update video, I will be pointing it out and explaining it with some very important data points why this is about to be happening. Of course, I will talk about the most important patterns on Bitcoin right now to see what the next move is going to be. I'm going to talk about the current trend we're creating, the retesters that we're creating, the Bitcoin spot ETF, which is once again seeing massive inflows, and I'm going to be answering some very important questions about it. So without any further ado, don't forget to slap that like button back above 1000 likes on today's update video. And with that being said, let me jump straight away in towards the content, because right now, if I am looking at the imminent short term on Bitcoin, we're seeing something very bullish, of course. And I explained this already on yesterday's video, and that is of course the fact that currently Bitcoin is not trading in that downtrend anymore, but ever since we confirmed that higher low on the 12-hour time frame, and more importantly, ever since we confirmed the break above that previous high in the market right here, we are confirming a clear trend reversal on the 12-hour time frame on Bitcoin. We're creating an inverse head and shoulders pattern, which you can also see on this pattern right here. Boom, we created a low, lower low, and then a higher low, and we break the downtrend, and now the continuation is likely going to be here. And I won't be surprised that Bitcoin is actually going to be bouncing back towards the top side of the region. And like I said many times before, if you've been watching the channel, I will be longing Bitcoin on the lower side of the region in the orange box, and like I said, I put my money where my mouth is, and of course I longed the Bitcoin market, and now I am in a profit of over $100,000, and I am not looking to take profits on this trade anytime soon, because like you can see, my full take profit target is sitting around 79,500. I'm going to be taking some partial take profits along the way up here, but I will be explaining it in today's video, so make sure to continue watching, because it is going to be very important and interesting to be seeing. Just like I said yesterday, we retested this level, and that will be a very good opportunity. Ever since we retested it, Bitcoin bounced back towards the upside, and honestly I think the continuation could still likely continue from here on. And before going further in towards the charts, I quickly want to be saying something about the spot Bitcoin ETF, because yesterday we saw over $250 million of inflows, and what is very interesting is that if I'm going to be looking at the chart, so the largest outflow ever recorded on the spot Bitcoin ETF was over here on the bottom, and the largest inflow ever recorded on the spot Bitcoin ETF as well was over here on the top side at the all-time high. And now, while we were going down, we saw negative outflows the entire time, and now on this push towards the upside, we're once again seeing massive inflows on the spot Bitcoin ETF. So what can we say about it is that the spot Bitcoin ETF money is dumb money, because literally they had record inflows at all-time highs and record outflows at all-time lows. So interesting to be seeing. So whenever we see, of course, extreme large amounts of inflows on the spot Bitcoin ETF, it means that there's extreme greed in the market, and also vice versa. So we should be taking this indication as something to potentially take a step back of the market. Now it's not necessarily all too bad. We're finally seeing some inflows again here, and we're almost going to go towards a new all-time high in total cumulative flows on the ETF, which is of course an extremely good thing here for the market in general. So Bitcoin is breaking out of the symmetrical triangle. The price target of this pattern sitting somewhere around $72,000. I am very confident that Bitcoin is still going to be going higher from this point. Also the inverse and the shoulders pattern breaking bullish, and you can see also the falling wedge pattern breaking bullish and the descending broadening wedge breaking bullish. So where should we be looking at next here? And that is of course what is going to be the next big move on Bitcoin. If I quickly remove all the drawings right here, I think that right now we are indeed approaching a very critical box of resistance, and that is going to be this zone right here. This green box, I will be making it red for a little bit more of clarity, is going to be a very important level. I think that there are three important levels in this region, and that is of course going to be the top side, which we're going to be approaching anytime soon here. And I believe that as soon as we do break above this box right here, the top side is going to be reached next, and this lower box right here. So these are the three most important regions for Bitcoin, and currently we're going to be retesting that $67,000 level, where also the majority of the liquidity is laying in the market. Because if we're looking about where the majority of the liquidity is laying, it's laying around at 67.4k. They're going to be over $3 billion worth of Bitcoin short liquidations once we're going to be hitting that level. So make sure to pay attention towards that as well. And while everything is happening right now, while Bitcoin is increasing in valuation, we are also seeing that the funding rates remains to be negative, and that basically means that the majority of retail is actually turning bearish while Bitcoin is in this bullish consolidation, and that makes me even more bullish as well here. So I am not bearish on Bitcoin right now. I think this trend is going to be continuing. And to be very clear, the biggest move of this entire trend has not even came yet here. Because if we're going to be looking at the Bollinger Bands, and at the Bollinger Bands width, we're clearly seeing that Bitcoin historical volatility is laying around all-time lows here. And whenever this happens, we always see massive moves on Bitcoin. I mean, just look at the last, 6 times this happened. Even every single time, once this signal occurs, it happens. So once again, right now we're seeing that the volatility for Bitcoin has stayed very low for a long time. We've consolidated in this bullish consolidation phase, and likely we are going to be starting to see that next continuation any moment right now. I think in the coming 2 weeks, we're going to start to see this continuation. And yes, I think that we are actually going to be breaking more bullish. So whenever that's going to be happening, we're going to see another squeeze towards the upside. So that is why I remain to be long on Bitcoin, currently in a profit of about $100,000. My full take profit target is $80,000 because as Bitcoin goes higher, the returns are going to be less great for my trade here. And of course, the risk is also going to be higher for my trade to hold it. So I'm going to be taking full take profit on $79,000. I don't think that Bitcoin isn't going to go to 100K, but I'm just going to take my full profits right there, because if you know how trading works, you can't make a 1000x from this trade. So let's say Bitcoin goes to 99K, I'm only going to be making twice the money. Well, the risk is most certainly significantly higher. So I'm not going to be doing that. I'm going to be closing my trade around $79,000. Take like, $400,000 in profit. I will take it. I will give away to you guys on the channel some money, and I will be buying maybe a new supercar. Whatever. That is what I'm going to be doing right here. That is going to be my strategy. And if you, of course, want to be trading yourself as well, don't forget to check out Bybit in the link description of today's video. Because if you right now sign up an account using that link below on Bybit, you could currently claim a free $200. So you go to the link description of today's video, you press on this link right here, you come to the page on Bybit, you sign up an account, and if you deposit $100 in your first 7 days, which you could easily withdraw without any hassle, you're going to be able to claim a free $200 trade on Bitcoin or Ethereum. So it's basically a free trade, and if you are calling a good trade, just like I did, you're making thousands and thousands of dollars from off this trade. So make sure to check it out in the link description of today's video, but definitely very valuable, which you need to be checking out right now. So if you're interested in trading, check it out in the link description of today's video. Going further towards the content, I mean, I quickly also want to be saying is that whenever Bitcoin is going to hit a new all-time high, I'm going to be taking 20% profit on my trade, and I'm going to be moving on my stop loss to $65,000. So that is my strategy right now here with my trade. I'm a real degenerate, and I really think we're going to be going up towards $80,000, $90,000, because we're in a bull market and we're at the beginning stages of it. And I believe that I caught a very good trade here right now on Bitcoin, which I believe I could be making a ton of money with. So yeah, I'm gonna be holding it open. I'm here to be making banks. I'm not here to make a couple dollars. No, I'm here to make thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars, and that's what I'm going to be doing. So I'm going to close it somewhere around $80,000. And yes, if we're just looking at Bitcoin, it is going to be likely that the next initiated move is about to become right here. So we're seeing clearly Bitcoin is creating a massive bull flag pattern. And whenever this bull flag pattern is going to be breaking out, we're going to be seeing that next move towards $100,000. And just like I said before, I don't believe that we're going to stop at $80,000, but it's just purely risk management for me to take profits at $80,000. Because if I make $400,000 from this trade, I would take it. I would definitely take it. So yes, this bull flag pattern is about to be breaking out. And once again, I want to be pointing out, I've said this so many times before, any 20 to 23% correction in this Bitcoin bull market is going to be an opportunity of a lifetime, because this looks to be the new standard in this market. So whenever we're going to be seeing this again, this signal flash, I'm going to be opening up again a new big trade on Bitcoin, and I'm going to again show everyone out there why I'm doing so. But please don't fake the signal again here. Every single 20 to 23% correction in this bull market is going to be an opportunity of a lifetime. And yeah, we're currently creating a massive rounding bottom structure, or an inverse head and shoulder structure, or just that higher low structure. And I think that most people are actually fading this, and I still see a lot of bears out there. And I mean, I can see it also on the data, because we're still seeing funding rates are significantly going down while we're trading in the midst of a bull market. And that just makes it for me very interesting. So many people are still shorting this, and that's why I believe we are ultimately going to be going higher. So this was it for me in today's update video, guys. I truly hope you did learn something from it. If you did so, don't forget to slap that like button and subscribe to the channel. Freaking happy with my trade, and so should you, because I think that a lot of people, because I saw it in the comments, has joined me on this trade. Subscribe to the channel, guys. Absolutely love you. Peace out. Goodbye.